Hello and welcome to ECEM733 Response and Recovery. My name is Brian Cyphers. I'll be your instructor this semester. I believe will be the 15th time I've taught the course since the program was resurrected in 2007. A lot of changes have gone on, obviously. A lot of disasters have happened. We're currently in the midst of a huge pandemic, as everyone knows. A year ago, last year's course, which started in January of 2020, I told the students that we could be watching a disaster unfold during the semester, and little did I know how bad of a disaster this has turned out to be, and not only for the response aspect of it, but also the recovery aspect will probably take years to recover, both psychologically, medically, and economically, and many other factors as well. It's going to be it's been a rough road, and it's going to continue to be a rough road for quite some time. I want to let you know a little bit about myself. I work part-time for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. I'm a planning section chief on our National Incident Management Team, which is similar to FEMA's IMAT team, except we handle all of the ESF-8 public health and medical responses and recovery aspects in the country and the territories. So I've been to many places over the years. I've done this since 2007 or so, and I've been to Guam for hurricane response. My wife has been to Haiti. She's a full-time administration and finance section chief. She's been to Puerto Rico several times, and so we've made a lot of friends across the country, which is a good thing in emergency management. You probably figured out by now it's just as important as to who you know and the relationships that you can build during your career as it is the knowledge that you've gained from the program and through your undergraduate work as well. One announcement is on, we just found out a couple of days ago that our May weekend will not meet in person on campus. Instead, we'll have a mandatory synchronous session via either WebEx or Zoom. More information to follow. I've arbitrarily picked Saturday, May the 8th from 10 a.m. until noon for our class to meet. I have not coordinated with your other two instructors, so that could change, so we make sure we don't overwhelm you and overlap our time frames. But we will not be meeting on campus on the May 7, 8, and 9 weekend. A little bit about the course. We'll start off with mass attacks and school shootings and things of that nature. Some of the information is older, and that's okay. We use case studies as well. Just wanted to make you aware that I have purposely omitted the October 1 mass attack in Las Vegas for a couple of reasons. Number one is previous students, past 2 or 3 years, were either involved in the response or in the recovery and may still be, and most of our students are from the Las Vegas area. I'm not sure about this cohort, but rather than open up old wounds, as the phrase goes, I've omitted that. I'll probably add it in a year or so, and we can analyze the response and recovery. But we can talk about that on the discussion board. It's not a forbidden topic. Just want to let you know that why it's not included in the historical mass attacks that you'll see in the first module. There will also be what may appear to you to be older content. There will be a disaster that happened pre-ICS, so we can look at how it was handled in the past. This is there for historical reference, since we can learn from history. And then there will be a disaster that occurred, and a second disaster resulted from the first disaster, which we call cascading disaster, but it's a good illustration of a small rural town and how it was affected by these two events that happened one right after the other. The important thing I'm sure that you want to know is grades, which is okay. This is not a difficult course. There's quite a bit of reading and content. The key to it is time management. We'll work in 2-week modules. The due dates are specific and will be upheld. The reason is that if you're in emergency management and you have a grant application that's due Friday afternoon at 5 p.m., then if you submit it at Friday afternoon at 5:01 p.m., it's not considered. So due dates are there for an educational purpose and also to keep us on track and to keep you on track so that you don't get overwhelmed with a lot of work coming from your other two courses and this course near the end of the semester. All the assignments are posted and are available for you, all 8. 7 of the 8 are FEMA independent study courses, which are designed to correlate not only with the course content, but also to help you with the course requirements for your Certified Emergency Manager credential, and should you pursue that at the end of the course, which I hope you will, but that will give you some course hours toward that credential. So you can work ahead at any time. You can upload your completion certificates at any time to the Dropbox. I just won't grade it until the module, the week that it's due. You'll have 2 short exams, all multiple choice or multiple guess, if you will. And these will be available for a long period of time during the course, both the midterm and the final. A majority of the exam comes from the textbook, so if you do not have the second edition of Disaster Response and Recovery, please get that as soon as you possibly can. You'll have 2 short research papers, 5 or 6 page long each. I'm not a believer in 15-page research papers because I hated writing them when I was in graduate school, and I really found no value for me after about the 5th page. The rest was padding in order to reach the page limits, and so no one wants to read a 25-page grant application in emergency management, nor will they. So the key is being short and concise with your thoughts and your research and your writing. That's about it. So I look forward to working with each of you during the semester. As I mentioned, I'm in North Carolina. I have my UNLV Go Rebels shirt ready to go, and we'll have a great semester. I'm available 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time, which will be 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time, 7 days a week for you. You may feel free to call me or text. I do prefer the email, though, so that there is a record of our communications in the course. So email is preferable, but if you have a burning question or need to discuss any issue or anything, please feel free to do so. The email comes to my phone, so I'll be able to respond to that very quickly. If I do not answer my phone, if you call, because there are telemarketers in Las Vegas, a lot of them, please leave me a message and I will call you right back. So we'll have a great semester. We'll have fun. Want all of you to stay safe out there. Maintain your social distancing, everything you've heard for the past year. Get your vaccine when it becomes available. I've had my first dose 3 weeks ago. I have my second dose on the first day of the class. And hopefully I had no side effects whatsoever, so hopefully everything will go well for you. And just work ahead, manage your time, and I'll talk with you soon. Thanks and good luck.